Your Holiness, what is the secret of happiness? Because you have wrote a book about this. What is the secret of happiness?
I always say that the secret of happiness is knowing, the knowledge. Obviously, there will be an argument when you say that. If you know about the suffering, will it make you happy? No, that's true. But overall, philosophically speaking, overall, generally, the knowing makes you happy. That means enlightenment. Doesn't matter what sort of size of enlightenment. There's a lot of size, a lot of varieties of size of enlightenment. Enlightenment doesn't really need to be always talking about the Buddhahood.
Okay.
Enlightenment, everyday enlightenment, every day, every minute, every second of your life is enlightenment, if you look at it correctly. So all the enlightenment are the cause of happiness. And the secret of unhappiness is the ignorant. Of course, commonly we have a saying, ignorant is bliss.
Yes.
It is true also, because you just don't know. So you're just ignorantly there. So, until
you don't have any responsibility about
until something comes, something very bad things comes. It doesn't matter. You just don't worry about it. You don't have responsibility, and you don't feel responsible anything. So you are like a temporarily okay. So that is something that you have to understand. But generally speaking, ignorance is the secret of the unhappiness. And the opposite part is the secret of the happiness, which is knowing enlightenment.
And knowing enlightenment means?
Okay. Anything, actually. If you know about the world being, world being full of options. If you know about the world being, world being yours, but right now we don't know. We don't know the world being yours. World is yours.
Mm-hmm.
We understand wrong. We understand the other way round. The world is not yours. World is somebody else's. World belongs to somebody else. I want to have that, but I can't have it. It's somebody else's. For example, subtle level of understanding. The happiness. You want to have a happiness, but it's not yours. I have to have a happiness. It's my happiness is in my wife's hand. My happiness is in my husband's hand. My happiness is in somebody else's hand. She should be making me happy, but she's not doing it, unfortunately. So I'm very upset about it.
And I'm blaming her.
Yeah, I will blame on her. I am blaming, right now when we talk about that, there is, in fact, we are blaming on to that person. So, that is ignorant, so unhappy. But if you get rid of that ignorant, then you know that the happiness is not her, not in her hand, not in his hand. It's in my hand. Wow, that's enlightenment. I understood that. So she doesn't have to make me happy. She doesn't have to, pat me. She doesn't have to talk sweet thing, nicey thing. No way. She doesn't have to. She does. Okay, very good. Thank you.
She may do it.
She may do it. Thank you very much. I mean, it's a bonus. But if she doesn't matter. I'm very happy because I got it. I got the acknowledgement. I know. I mean, the acknowledgement or whatever you may call. I got the understanding. I got the enlightenment. So I'm happy. He's not doing anything, but doesn't matter. I'm not expecting something from her, from him. I'm happy. I'm very happy. So that is the thing. When you talk about the secret of the happiness.
Okay. You've said that your mission in this life is to save nature mainly. What is nature and animals and beings representing in the inner level? I mean, because we know what they are, but in the inner level, because everything we have here is outside, as we said recently.
But I don't go for that from that point of view, even though, of course, I respect, very much so. I respect that the inner level of understanding is the I don't know, whatever you may call it, manifester. It manifests the external
Outside.
world.
Yeah.
That's true. I believe that. But I wouldn't go from that angle
Okay.
because people don't understand. So I rather go from a different angle that the people understands more, and practical level of understanding. It's a practicality, very practical, because we should go for practical, because we have no time to waste. We are in an urgent, we have no time. People think we have time, but no, we don't have time. In the morning, 5 o'clock till 7 o'clock, how many animals are slaughtering in Mexico City?
Yeah. A lot.
Brutally. How many? Like millions, I would say, or maybe more. And every day, that is not only just a once in a week, it is every day. So that much urgent we have. And here we are talking about inner circle, external, all these, long winding things. No way. I don't.
In an intellectual level.
Yeah. Okay. There are few people who wants to do intellectual level and then, go through all these long winding things. Okay. I was also going through that for many years. But now I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that actually means I don't see any time left. So I'm going for it. Just jump. That is the reason why I see means like I go from a different level, which is first we go and save the animal, save the trees, save this practicality,
Love in action, as you say.
Yeah, action. Just act. Just do it. And then after taking the action in it and doing the preservation work, or whatever you may call it, the action, then the goodie comes to you. The result, the positive result comes to you. Just literally, simply you can understand, like saving the trees will give you more oxygen. That's very natural. It is not something that philosophical or
No.
or intellectual, or no. It's just practical. You can see it scientifically. It can prove. So no problem, no doubt about it. And if you look after the waters, and the waters, turn the waters into the clean water, and we all will be enjoying it. We all will be enjoying it, including yourself, and your children, and grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Everybody will be enjoying it if you manage to keep water clean. And not only your children, but the children of everybody, and all the species. the fish and the birds and everybody, whoever is, belongs to this earth. And the earth has to be respected. Whereas right now the earth is sick. And that's the reason why we are sick. We are very much suffering by varieties of sicknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Like the allopathic doctors, scientist doctors, they all say that, I think 1 week how many different diseases are coming up. They found out, I don't know now how many, but I've forgotten. So many varieties of
New
new
Okay.
diseases. In a week, so many diseases they found out. And they have to make the medicines and drugs and whatnot, for different diseases and all these things. Every week they have to learn, they have to study. So this actually means that we are suffering tremendously. Why? Because Earth is sick. Why Earth is sick? It is because of us. We don't care. We don't respect. We always damage the Earth. So that is the thing. So this is the reason why I'm saying that I would like to go from that angle. And then your inner life, or your inner whatever you may call. You said something I've forgotten.
Inner level.
Inner level, yes, inner level of life will be benefited. Happiness comes.
Indirect.
Yeah, indirect. The happiness comes. Your health is there. Your family will be healthy. You will be, your family, yourself will be living so many years. Healthy life, successful life. What more you want? Nothing.
For that you need understanding, right?
Yes.
Enable to do that.
Yes.
And understanding can be developed by mindfulness.
Yes.
That's important of mindfulness.
That is important. That is one of the method. And this method, I would say, is a, how do you say, urgent method. Or
Okay.
Yeah, urgent, or what do you call that? Emergency.
Okay.
It
An
is a kind of-
emergency
yeah,
method.
Emergency method.
It's mindfulness.
Yeah,
Okay.
mindfulness is emergency method.
Okay.
And it sort of like it'll work like urgently, rapidly,
Yes.
and it's like that.
Okay.
But it may not need it also, because you just simply contemplation will work. But it may take a little longer time. So therefore it is an urgent method. If you go from a proper mindfulness of meditation, will sort of like give you more rapid result.
Okay. Why do you think? Because we have in Camino Amarillo the program Jetsunma here in that very chair talking about many things, and we talk about gender equality, and you are a promoter of gender equality. What happened in Buddhism that they cannot understand this? What it has happened in Buddhism?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Actually, I mean, this is again purely to my understanding.
Yes,
you
yes.
know. In terms of Buddhist follower, or Buddhist, if you like, Buddhism, okay. It should never be happened, or it should never experiencing that way, or difficult experience in terms of gender equality. If you have followed Buddha Dharma correctly. But unfortunately, this is the reason why I'm saying unfortunately, many of us have not been following the Buddha Dharma as it shows in the, as it really taught by the Buddha Dharma. We have, how do you say,
Interpreted.
interpreted and manipulated as we wish to be. Little bit, not too much, not too bad, but we did many. I think this, we means like I take also the responsible of that.
Yes.
Yeah, not in this life, but maybe 1,000 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe I was also one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Who did that? So we have been. That's the reason I'm saying we.
Okay.
I include myself.
Okay.
So that really is like a catastrophe. Otherwise, Buddha Shakyamuni, his vision, his teaching itself is so clearly said. All the the women and men are equally respected in Hinayana as well as in Mahayana and Vajrayana tantric teaching.
Mhm.
He said it very clear that everything is equal. That is the reason why Tantra, the Hinayana, say like a Theravadan teaching,
Mhm.
he said he gave the right to be bhikshu and bhikshunis, right to be whatever everything is. There is
His
a female
aunt
and
was.
yes, everything.
Yes. Mhm.
And also in the Mahayana, the Bodhisattva,
Mhm. Mhm.
there is a female Bodhisattva, male Bodhisattva.
Tara.
Yeah, he didn't say that, this is male bodhisattvas are there, but I never talked. If he never said female bodhisattva, then okay, that must be some reason.
Mhm.
No, he said male bodhisattva, female bodhisattva. So there is, the 8 male bodhisattva, 8 female bodhisattva, or hundreds of female bodhisattva and hundreds of male bodhisattva.
Mhm.
Okay, now when we come to Vajrayana, of course, female Buddha, male Buddha. How many Buddhas? Hundreds of thousands of Buddha. Like Tara is one of them, female Buddha. And of course, male Buddha. So this is very clearly sort of marked by the Buddha Shakyamuni. So it would have been no problem at all. But then we manipulated afterwards because we men
Mm.
like to be dominated, So men wants to be dominating. So we thought, okay, women are not very good. Not only that, not only we as a man, but culturally also. Indian culture, Tibetan indigenous culture, and all these cultures, the pressure comes from all these culture, saying that women are not good. Women are not good. Women should not be sitting next to you. It is something bad, something.
Uh-huh.
So
Yes.
this how do you say, nonsense information build up, and pressure comes from everywhere. So then I think, this is my own interpretation, the masters, how do you say, scholars
Mhm.
and masters and great leaders also had not much of choice because pressure comes from everywhere. So then they had to sort of manipulate a little bit, and then I don't know what happened. Something went wrong. And then, of course, everybody started to sort of press women down,
Mhm.
suppress, or whatever you may call
Yeah.
it. So recently, of course, many of the masters, they are now taking action on that. But of course, I'm maybe one of the first one who is now thinking very, very strongly.
Taking action again.
Taking action again. Not talking too much, but
Mhm.
action. I'm not talking too much because if I talk too much, it provokes a lot of misunderstanding and
Mhm.
lots of
Mhm.
rumors and gossip and all these things. I don't talk, just action.
Okay.
So of course I am bringing female up and show the society, look, this is the female, and female can do and contribute, good things, positive things for the world. Look at this.
Mhm.
So when I show this, then people will understand, rather than talking, you know. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm very proud of it. I had this mission will definitely keep on going for so many years, hundreds of years.
It's a great work.
For sure.
Yeah. And being the reincarnation of Naropa and others is a huge responsibility, or not? And have you ever wanted to take a break from being a great master?
Retirement. Retire.
No, taking a break, you know. No?
To tell you truth, I never thought about having a break. I don't know why. I'm always ahead of everything. You know, I'm very forward, I would say. I'm always like thinking about what to do and what not to do next. So I'm, you know, my driver is very active, even though machines are getting a little old.
Not that old.
But you know, I really feel that way. I mean, they're very enthusiastic doing that, and I'm very proud of me being a little bit of useful for the humanity, and something that what I'm supposed to be doing. So far I'm okay, but of course maybe one day, who knows, something can be changed, and then I say, okay, I want to retire. Please leave me alone.
No. Well,
it doesn't matter. I agree with it. I really accept it. I will accept if I have to retire it. I will definitely do it. I mean, of course, there's not much of a problem. But of course, my motivation is really keep on activating. Because whenever people are there, whenever the beings are there, the dogs are there, the donkeys are there, horses are there, trees are there, when I see their suffering, my motivation multiplies.
okay.
And I never sort of feel, okay, I'm tired. No. As if I'm going to stay here for 200 more years.
Yeah.
You know? That's really is amazing.
You'll keep returning in to
No.
help and to help.
Yes, maybe not, maybe yes, but as if
Yes.
I am going to be living here
Okay.
for 200 years
Mhm.
more,
Mhm.
300 years more. Something like that, you know. That is amazing thing in my head. But of course, it's not a reality anyway. Reality, I have to go pretty soon.
But you can return.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. And the last question. It's a very good karma that great masters like you and are concerned to travel around the world and spread wisdom and spread this knowledge of love and compassion and respect and understanding. That's why I think that this is a very important moment, because masters are coming to some places that we would never imagine before. What do you think about it?
In a way, it is important, of course, and it is important, and it is nice. It is nice to have a genuine masters every corners of the world. But another way of looking at it, I would say many parts of the world has a beauty of its own. How do you say? Indigenous tradition,
Yeah.
religion, or spirituality, so to speak, which is very harmless and full of helping and no harming at all, and so deep knowledge and all these beautiful things, it should also be respected. And we should not always be seeing that, okay, some foreign religion must be our best. Not the traditional one, but the foreign religion, such as Buddhism or Catholic or some sort of a foreign religion, you know. That is, some are coming from Europe, some are coming from India. Wow, romantic area, you know. Some are coming from Tibet. Wow. And some are coming from, you know, Burma. Some are coming from Vietnam, China. Wow, that must be very good. Okay, let's forget about our tradition religion, tradition spirituality. That should never be happened. You know? So this is also one of my concern, that it is happening. I mean, it is not only just happening recently. I think it was happening 1,000 years ago, I think. It is what actually happened in America. It is what actually happened in Mexico, I think.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Of
I
course.
don't know. Please
With
correct
Spanish.
me. Please correct me
No, you're right.
if I'm wrong, because I'm not very good at history.
No, you are. It's correct.
So
That happened.
we should really nourish our traditional beautiful sort of spirituality. But some of them are very harmful. I must say that also. Some of them are very harmful. For example, some traditional, you know, some, I don't know how many thousand years ago, or maybe hundreds of years ago, they are even sacrificed the human being also.
Yeah.
And I don't like that part. There you have to correct. Oh, that is maybe very harmful. Okay, there should be.
Take it away.
They should be taken away. But anything that is helpful should be kept. You know, very barbaric things should be taken it away. But very helpful, very noble needs to be carried away. Needs to be carried on.
And reconnected.
And reconnected. And re-nourished. And respected. That very, very important. I'm not only talking about the Mexico, but any other parts of the country. We should really be, how do you say, appreciating the traditional spirituality, which is a very beautiful presentation that we have.
Okay. Thank you, Your Holiness. I don't know if you want to say anything else.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing I've said
you want to act.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
I'm
you.
very grateful
Thank you.
and very blessed, and we'll be seeing each other very soon.
Great. Thank you very much for having me here, and also thank you very much for your lovely questions.
Thank you very much.